Good morning, dear students. Let us continue with this poem, Nine Gold Medals by David Lee Roth, and discuss the eighth stanza of this poem, which will bring this poem to a close. I will read out the stanza, explain it, and then give you the information on the board for you to make notes and learn. That's how the race ended, with 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still, and the manner above, the 9 smiling faces, said more than these words ever will, said more than these words ever will. So you see, every stanza has 4 lines each, except the 8th stanza. I'm reading it again. That's how the race ended, with 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still, and the banner above and 9 smiling faces said more than these words ever will, said more than these words ever will. Meaning to say, that is how, according to the poet, he said, as true as the story he was relating to us, recounting to us, as true as it was, as the incident which he had witnessed, the event which he had witnessed that day in the stadium during the Special Olympics, 100 meters race. 8 other athletes had returned to one who had fallen, picked him up, joined hands together, and walked to complete the race. That is how the poet said the race had ended. And each of those competitors were all given a gold medal. For what reason? For their exceptional display, their extraordinary display, their exemplary display of kindness, compassion, and this feeling of empathy. So, at the end of the race, each one was given a gold medal. They came to the finish line holding hands still. They had ended the race with all of them walking to the finish line with their hands held together, holding their hands together. And the banner above, when they received the medal, just above in the stadium was this banner which mentioned the 2 words Special Olympics, along with the 9 smiling faces. The words could not have been expressed in a more better way than what these athletes had done to prove the worth and meaning of those words. And he went on to use one extra line to give emphasis on what he was trying to say. Said more than these words will ever. Their action, the action of the athletes, coming back, picking up, helping a fellow competitor onto his feet and not continuing the race, running to win themselves a medal, but walking along with him to complete the finish line was an extraordinary act of empathy and compassion, the feeling of kindness and love towards the weaker one. And what they had done, the words on the banner could never ever have done or expressed what these athletes had done by their action. So he said, what these athletes had proved with their action, the worth, the meaning of those two words, the words themselves could not have expressed it any better, or could not have come any near ever to have expressed the meaning any better than what these athletes had done, proving with their action that day, gentlemen. So, with that, we come to what is mentioned on the board for you to understand. So, stanza 8, the race ended and each participant was awarded a gold medal, recognizing the great act of upholding, keeping up the true spirit of the competition, holding that motto of the competition to its highest, holding that honor to the highest, upholding, living it, upholding the true spirit of the competition. All were awarded for a rare act of empathy, kindness and compassion which they showed to the weak. Here the poet emphasized or emphasizes the special importance or significance, importance and significance means the same thing, of the word Special Olympics by showing or revealing the contestants' rare act of true sportsmanship, giving up, they gave up their own dreams, giving up on the pursuit, on the chase of their personal, their personal dreams and coming forward to help a fellow competitor. The banner above with the word Special Olympics and the smiling faces of the athletes standing together was indeed the true expression, the true expression in the sense, the true bringing out of the meaning, in reality, the meaning of the words that was mentioned on the banner Special Olympics. Their action proved more than what the words would have ever been able to mean or express. Again, their action proved more than what the words, the two words mentioned, would have ever been able to express or mean, merely being used as words on a banner. The action was truly much more greater in bringing out the meaning of those words. The words would have remained mere words if they had not done what they had did on that day, during that event, in that special competition, gentlemen. So with this, we come to the end of the 8th stanza, and the poet has correctly given us this loud message that we as human beings must bear in our hearts, must carry in our hearts. The feeling of compassion, love, care, consideration, and empathy towards others, and other fellow creatures as well, without which we will not be considered human beings if we only live for ourselves. We must, as human beings, live for others and lend a helping hand whenever we can, wherever we can. Put others before ourselves. So that is the meaning here what he has mentioned, and it is a very strong inspirational poem from which we can draw for ourselves motivation to be kind, compassionate and empathetic towards others. So thank you. The critical appreciation, the literary devices, I will all send it to you. Please make sure that you go through the notes and learn and prepare for your exams. Thank you, gentlemen.